when you come and give that paperwork to them, right? I don't know. I know most of us will just email the paperwork, but I would take it upon you to drive to their house and say, congratulations, the house is sold, right? And they're like all thrilled and excited, and they don't have time. So, we are last 4 weeks of the quarter. You guys excited? Second quarter coming to an end. How are we with our goals? Are you guys getting close? Some of you have hit them already. Some of you have hit your goals already. So these last 4 weeks, super important that we don't get distracted. There'll be many distractions from now till the end of June, June 30th. Lots of distractions, right? The weather gets better, right? We want to take some time off. But the truth is, these next 4 weeks, we really want to push ourselves to maintaining our schedule, maintaining our lead gen. There will be tons and tons of distractions. Keep them at bay because the idea is to set yourself up for the perfect summer, right? You know, doing some deals, taking some time off. That's the perfect summer. So the pipeline needs to be full for that. Because regardless, whether you can afford it or not, you know you're taking time off in the summer, right? So we want to make sure that we're in a great position to do that. Excellent. Does anyone have any questions, concerns, anything in their business that they need help with? Anything at all? Anything they want to address? Got a lot of people on the call today. No? You guys all good?
I, I have a question, but I guess I'll postpone it till our one-on-one session.
Okay. You don't want to share it now?
It's just like I'm in the GTA and I have this very well priced detached 1.5 story detached in Etobicoke, and more than 2 weeks, not a single offer.
Did
People
you get
come in,
showings?
wow, it's amazing, it's awesome, and I make it a point that I share the basement can be generating $2,300 because it's a full basement with
Okay.
even a kitchen.
Okay.
Amazing, yes, definitely, and then disappear. I
Okay.
follow up and they ghost me.
So you follow up with the agents that show the property and any conversations, any deep conversations with them?
And only 3 showings in 2 weeks, which is like not a good indication.
No. So
Though,
here's what you got. I'll tell you exactly
yeah,
what it is. Okay.
done.
It's overpriced.
Too much money.
Compared,
Christine's like shaking her head. Yes. If you've
It's
only
too
had
high.
3 showings in 2 weeks, you're not just a little bit overpriced, you're really overpriced. See, if you're getting a lot of showings, like one or two a day, and no offers, that means you're overpriced. But if you're not getting any showings, what, 3 in 2 weeks, then that's like you're really overpriced. You're in a downturning market. So think of it as a roller coaster. The market goes up, and as soon as you go over that hill, right, and you're coming down that first big drop, it goes free flowing, right? And that's where you are right now. And you're not even close to the bottom. So a week from now, that home could be worth $20,000 less. 2 weeks from now, it could be worth $30,000 less. You're in a downturning market. And right now, your sellers are trying to catch the market. So you need to go in there aggressively and drop the price.
I was gonna drop the price, but the broker of records, um, um, our broker of records in the office, I'm Remax Hallmark, and he, by the way, he was many years a coach with Tom Ferry, and he told me, Saeed, no, the ones that are selling are the bungalows, but detached, you're excellent price as a
Says
detached.
who? Says why? If it's
Is he
not
going to buy
selling,
it? Is he planning to buy
yeah.
it?
No.
No, because listen, if he thinks it's an excellent price, then tell him, where's my offer?
You know, did you look at to see what has sold while yours has been up? So with the sellers, I do that.
3 detached, sorry, 3 bungalows sold in the same area. It's called Mimco. 3 bungalows sold in the range of 900. I'm 125, 1.25. All what was sold
Put it under,
is
put it under
950,
million. If it
1 million.
was 999,000, would it sell?
Again, I didn't hear
If it
that.
was listed below $1 million, would it sell?
Yes, of course.
Then put it underneath $1 million.
But is it fair to list it at $1 million while bungalows, that's the price of a bungalow, not a detached.
Yeah, bungalows are
So
worth
wait,
more.
so you're getting too confused here. Bungalow
Sorry?
versus a 2-story or a semi versus a detached. Which are you referring to?
I'm referring to a bungalow, 1-story bungalow
Versus a
selling
2-story.
no, 1-story.
So they're both
Versus
1-stories.
no, mine is 1.5-story with a basement, detached. It's a
And what
different
about the other
comparison.
bungalows? Are they not detached or are they attached to somebody?
They're detached.
They are detached as well.
But they're 1 floor
Okay, so you have half a floor above it.
and the basement.
Yeah, you can't count the basement. Okay, so half a floor above it, and you want $2.25, you want $250,000 more. Is that what? That's what I'm hearing. Am I wrong here? You're saying you're 1.25. Everyone else is selling at $1 million, and you got a quarter more, which is probably 1.5 rooms or 2 rooms in the second floor.
So I should be comparing
Yeah, you should. You should just drop it down to $1 million because here's what's going to happen.
yes.
When you drop it down below market value, what tends to happen?
A lot of offers, showings.
You get a lot more showings. You got a lot of frenzy. Got a lot more interest in the property, and there's no real worry of you selling below. Like you're gonna sell below its worth because it's only worth what a buyer's willing to pay for it, and what a seller's willing to sell it for. So listing it below market value may cause it, even if you made a complete mistake here and it is worth 1.2, it will get there because it's now on the market and more people are looking at it, and there's going to be that one person who's always going to, put in an offer at market value, and then there's the one that really wants it that's going to put it at what they think it's worth, which could be more than market value. So I'm going to say that unless your broker plans to buy it at 1.25, you list it under $1 million.
Okay. Thank you.
That's a great question. I love it. This is fun. All right, guys. Anyone else have any questions, concerns, hallucinations? No? You guys all good? Really? All right. So then let's start a discussion. Today we want to talk about is leveraging clients' testimonials and reviews. So the first question I have for all of you is, how do you currently ask clients for testimonials reviews? What's your process?
I use BombBomb, so I'll send them a video asking them. I used to send it in an email and I wouldn't get them, but now I actually send a video asking them with the link to a
Wow, that's
review.
pretty smart. So you're making a case for it, I guess, with that
Oh, yeah.
video, right? And then kind of asking. I love that. I never thought of that. That's brilliant. What's everyone else doing?
I have Bling, which has my Google review link. So I send them the link to just put in the click on it and type in the review from their phone.
Okay, so what's the product you use? You said
It's Bling. It's a business card, a digital business card, and they have all my different links on there.
okay.
And one of my links is Google review, where they
So
can.
you just send them the Blink digital card, and they automatically just review for you. Like
No, I actually send the link for a Google review.
okay.
Like my business card, my digital business card has different links.
Right,
So
right.
I click on the link and send them the link to Google review, so they don't even have to go and find it.
Okay,
They
so like
click
an
on
email you send it to them or a text message. Is that the idea?
text,
Okay, you
text
send them a
message.
text message. Beautiful. Does anyone have anything different? So go
I
ahead.
do the same. I do the same on WhatsApp. My community, a lot, they use WhatsApp, so I send a personalized message. Once they say the word thank you, immediately, within like 15 minutes, they will receive a message. Thank you so much. I really appreciate what you mentioned, and you like my service. Please share it. Don't keep me a secret, and please add a review. I have so far 44
44
reviews.
reviews. Nice. So you're on top of it, but it's an email you're sending, right?
Text message. It's text or WhatsApp message.
WhatsApp or text message. Excellent. Anybody else? How do you guys, Kieran, what's your process? What is your process? Anybody else? So
I
basically,
also have an email congratulating them on the close of their home, purchase of their home, and it
okay.
has a link on that also. So I sent it to them twice.
Nice, nice. So basically, we're asking directly and personally after. I guess the question I was asking is thinking of is when. When is the right time to be asking for that review?
I should be asking when they all excited. And I'm like, let me video you. That's what I should start doing.
Actually, yeah, I used to wait until after closing, but then I now do it after the deal when they're excited. So I did change when I did it.
I heard
Okay.
after inspections is the right time.
Okay, I'm getting a whole bunch. I love it. Love it. So after inspections, after close, you're saying once they're excited. Great. Angie, you got something you put in your hand up?
Yeah, go to all my closings. I know people don't do that anymore, but I go to all my closings, and at the closing, after I give them their gift, I mention, I'm going to be sending you a link. If you could please respond, and most of them respond right away.
I love it. Love it. So you're doing a closing,
I'm
okay?
doing something different. I want to take your opinion.
Yeah.
For me, I don't wait till closing because sometimes it doesn't close. But I did my work, okay? And so once it is accepted, once offer is accepted, and they're thrilled and they're happy and so on, so I send them this message. Oh, thank you. I'm thrilled and happy. We secured this home for you. Now it's in the hands of the mortgage and the inspection. Is that wrong, what I'm doing?
I think the ideal time to be asking for a review is once the transaction is like the conditions have been removed, the contingencies have been removed, they now know they've secured this home or they have sold their home. And what happens is they start to talk to other people, right? And remember the RAS in your brain, the reticular activating system that's in your brain? Well, everyone's got one. So it's that filter in your brain. So when they start to talk to more people, right? The idea really is to start asking for those referrals, correct? The idea really is that's the best time to ask for referrals, is at that moment in time. And it's also the best time to ask for reviews, right? Now, when should you ask for the review? Well, depends. If you want one that's just written up on Google, hey, I love what Christine just said. State your case, send them a video explaining how it's important to you, fire that off to them. I love that. I'm a fan of video reviews. How many of you guys have done video reviews?
I have.
Okay.
I got a couple of them on my Google review.
Beautiful. And when should you do the video reviews?
I do it when they're excited.
When they're excited. So when you come and give that paperwork to them, right? I don't know. I know most of us will just email the paperwork, but I would take it upon you to drive to their house and say, congratulations, the house is sold, right? And they're like all thrilled and excited, and they don't have time to think. You got it? They don't have time to think. And that's when you grab your camera. It's like, hey, why don't you just tell me a little review? And you hit them up at that moment in time. Because if you start prepping them for a video review, then they're going to kind of quabosh it. And like, I'm not sure. I don't know if I want to be on camera, blah, 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 blah. But if you can hit someone up as soon as you did it and just record the entire moment, like record the entire moment and then kind of sit them down and ask them to tell their story. Hey, how did we get here? Right? What happened? And then have that recording that sort of raw footage would be the best time to ask. Is you don't let them think about it. All right, let's keep going. What steps do you take to ensure your client satisfaction before you request a review or testimonial? So what steps do you take to ensure their satisfaction?
Throughout the whole process, I'm taking notes of what they're feeling throughout the process to see if I'm doing a good job. And I'm always saying, is it anything else? Or do you have another question? Is it anything else I can help you with? I'm always probing to make sure I'm doing a good job.
Love that. That's brilliant. Brilliant. Anybody else?
Yeah, in your buyer presentation, when you sit down to go through the buyer presentation, ask them what has to happen for this to be a 5-star experience for you, because that's what I'm looking to
What a
provide.
great question. Love that. Yes, yes. So checking in on them regularly, right? Resolving any concerns that they have immediately, asking for feedback throughout the entire process, confirming their satisfaction, right? Here's one you guys can throw out. Have you ever used a survey? Have you ever surveyed your experience with me? Right? You can simply set up a survey in SurveyMonkey, send it off to them. It's like, hey, again, looking for ways to improve your services. Right? Love it. Excellent. How do you simplify the process for the client to leave you a review? How do you simplify the process?
Send a link.
Okay, you just sending them a link. Okay.
I haven't done it yet, but I was thinking of actually providing them with some template or, some way, something for them to write that, but they could just like, fix it up a little bit and you're done.
Love it. Love it. So having some sort of pre-written stuff already in place. Yeah.
Yeah,
Anybody
that's a great idea. Is just document the journey. Hey, I'm gonna take some notes through this journey on the experience that we're having together, and in hopes that it provides a 5-star service for you. And then at the end, you can share the notes with them. Hey, here's the notes that I took.
Okay.
Would this
Love that.
sum up a Google review for us?
Excellent. Really great idea would be setting up your own ChatGPT on this for reviews. Going into chat and say, hey, listen, I need these very specific keywords. The holy trinity of keywords is, your occupation, your city, and your industry. So we want to be talking about realtor, your town that you live in or work in. That word has to be in there. And then the industry is real estate. And what you want to do is have ChatGPT use those keywords and have it create 3 or 4 different reviews. And you can also throw in there the journey, like you said, Ken, the journey. And say, hey, this wonderful couple came in, bought this brand new home, bought this home. There was this, and that. They were moving from here. Throw that all into the mix and create these 3 or 4 reviews, and then you can send them that email. I've taken the time to write out a few reviews. You can simply copy and paste, much appreciated, or you can create your own, whatever you like. But what you're getting now is properly crafted reviews with SOP. Like we're really looking for those keywords to improve. Now, this takes me to my next question. Where should you house these reviews? Do we house them in Zillow, Yelp, Google, Rank My Agent, Rate My Agent? There's all these different sites that you can use. I'm just want to poll everybody here. What do you think? Right? In the comments, put it in the comments. What do you guys think? Where is the best place? The best place for your reviews? What do you guys got? What do you guys think? Getting Google, everywhere. Okay. Well, the problem with everywhere is it has to come from the client, correct? Now you're making the client type out that review on all the different platforms. But if you were to go with just one, where's the best place? Don't get me wrong, Christine. Some people would actually do it for you. But would everyone do it for you? Okay, Angie wrote down Zillow and Yelp. Okay, so the answer, Google. If you only had one place to put it, it's Google. Why? Because there's 8.6 searches, 8.6 billion searches on Google, and 46% of those searches are for local services. And that's what you guys are, a local services. So if you like to get more business, not necessarily more reviews, but business out of this, then I would have everyone feed Google. And it doesn't cost you anything. Unlike Rank My Agent or Rate My Agent, you have to pay for those services. And I know you don't have to on Zillow, and I know you don't have to on Realtor.com, whatever it is, but nor do you have to on Google. And Google's where everyone goes to find local services. So just putting it out there for everybody. All right, let's keep going. What else do we got here? What methods do you use to gently encourage satisfied clients to share reviews without pressure? Now, this is where we're talking to the client. You've asked for the review and they haven't given it to you, but they loved your service, Laura. They absolutely loved it, but they're just lazy. They just haven't done it. So how do you gently get them to do it? What do you guys think?
Maybe like a contest. You can offer $50 or something for the first few reviews you get, or I don't know. Some kind of
Love that.
contest.
No, that's brilliant, right? This is like you're hitting the masses. I know you sell tons of homes, so now it's like, hey guys, I need this. I'll put your name into a draw. We're gonna have this going out for the reviews. Love it. Okay. What else? What else do you guys have? No? All right. So for those folks that really did enjoy working with you, and for some reason having a tough time doing it, giving you the review, all it warrants is a conversation from you and letting you know how important this is for you. And I think, and the key here really is getting clarity that they were really satisfied. Maybe you were the one that was really excited because you liked working with them because they were really easygoing, but maybe the satisfaction really wasn't on their end. So by getting clear from the consumer, hey, I mean, tell me more, like on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate my service? How can I improve it? Like really going in and say, hey, were you truly satisfied with what I did for you? Was there anything more that could have been done? And by just pleading that case to them and then saying, hey, I pride myself in working with great people like yourself, and getting referrals from people like yourself would really help me with my business. Are you willing to help me out? Like almost getting that acknowledgement first is, are you willing to help me out? Right? And all I'm looking for is a simple review, and I can actually have it done ahead of time, right? You know, when by such and such date would you be able to put it out there? So you see, I'm getting a little bit more deeper with the client, having that conversation about the review. Does that make sense? Okay. What else do I have here? Okay. So I talked a little bit about a video review. I want to show you an example. Now, unfortunately, the link I had for the testimonial is gone, but I'm going to show you a video, and this is it's a 2-minute video. I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I'm gonna play just a few seconds of it. The video is an intro video. It's for great clients of mine in Vancouver, Jill and Andrew Hassman. I want to give you the premise of it, but if you can use that same premise of the video, the same look of the video, but use it as a testimonial. So I'm going to just share the screen real quick and make sure you can hear everything. All right.
I'm Jill Hassman.
And I'm Andrew Hassman.
And we are RE/MAX Andrew Hassman Realty.
We've been licensed realtors in Vancouver for over 30 years, where we live and reside, and we specialize across the city of Vancouver. We love and we're passionate about real estate.
We've been in business over 30 years.
All right. So what I want you to get out of that, music in the background. You got A roll, which is the in this case, it's Andrew and Jill Hassman talking to someone, right? B roll of them working in the background. But picture this, of someone interviewing a client of yours, and they're telling their story of the process, right? How powerful would that be as a testimonial video? Really professional looking, something that you can use in your listing presentation, buyer presentation, put it on your YouTube channel, cut it up and put it into different pieces into your social media. Taking the time to find that one client of yours who absolutely enjoyed your process, that would be willing to sit down, answer a few questions about their process, and then you send that off to an editor that can edit that and make it look just as professional. Would that be useful? Do you think you guys can use that? So if you don't have one, I would highly recommend, number one, create your own intro video. And then if you like, take it to the next level and start getting testimonial videos that look like that. That's really powerful like that. Because that's going to take you a long way. That would solicit, basically set you up for success for any future clients when they look at stuff like this. All right. Any other questions, concerns, hallucinations? No? You guys all good? All right. If that's the case, please unmute yourselves. Please unmute yourselves. Just a keynote. 12:30 today. We'll be doing 12:30 East Coast time. We'll be doing skills and scripts, working on our dialogues. But for right now, I'm going to yell out what day's today, and you're going to yell back at me. It's a money-making day because it's Monday, baby. You guys ready? All right. So unmute yourselves. What day is it today?
It's
a
a money-making
money-making
day.
That's right. It's a
Money-making day.
money-making day. So who do you have to connect with today? Book that appointment. You guys are awesome. I'll talk to you guys later on. Thanks so much.